Hello and welcome back to the Spiritual Gangster Podcast. I'm your host, Amanda Pieraldi, and today we're talking about something that quietly steals confidence from so many people. Comparison. Comparison makes us feel behind. Behind financially, behind emotionally, behind spiritually, behind in healing, behind in life. And the hardest part is, most of the time, we don't even realize we're doing it. We scroll through social media, we hear someone else's success story, we watch people seem happier, healthier, more successful, more confident, and suddenly we start questioning our own worth. But confidence that depends on being better than someone else is fragile. Real confidence is built when you stop measuring your life against somebody else's timeline. Today's episode is about learning how to build confidence without comparison. Not confidence rooted in perfection, not confidence rooted in validation, but confidence rooted in self-trust. There's a quote that says, "Comparison is the thief of joy." And honestly, it's also the thief of confidence. Because every time we compare ourselves to someone else, we unconsciously tell ourselves they're ahead, they're doing better, I should be further along by now. And eventually that turns into, what's wrong with me? But here's what comparison never shows you. It never shows you the full story. You're comparing your real life to someone else's highlight reel. You're comparing your healing process to someone else's polished outcome. You're comparing your private struggles to someone else's public image. And that's not an honest comparison. A lot of us learn to evaluate our worth based on performance, grades, achievements, attention, approval, recognition. So naturally, we grow up constantly scanning the room asking, how do I measure up? But healing changes the question. Healing asks, am I becoming more myself? That's a completely different kind of confidence. Because true confidence isn't loud. It isn't arrogance. It isn't needing to prove anything. Real confidence is quiet. It's the ability to say, I might not be where I want to be yet, but I trust myself enough to keep going. And honestly, comparison becomes dangerous because it disconnects us from our own path. Someone else's success can make you forget your own progress. You stop noticing how far you've come, what you've survived, what you learned, and who you're becoming. You become so focused on what you lack that you lose gratitude for what you already carry. And social media intensifies this. We live in a culture where everyone is performing confidence. But performed confidence and grounded confidence are not the same thing. Grounded confidence comes from self-acceptance, from knowing your worth even on days you feel insecure, from understanding that your value does not disappear because someone else is succeeding. Someone else shining doesn't make you less valuable. There is room for more than one person to succeed, more than one person to heal, more than one person to be gifted, talented, worthy, and enough. And sometimes comparison is actually grief. Grief for the life you thought you'd have by now. Grief for the opportunities you missed. Grief for the version of yourself you thought you would become. That grief is real, but it doesn't mean your story is over. One of the biggest mindset shifts is realizing you're not late to your own life. Your timeline does not have to match someone else's. Some people bloom early. Some people bloom after loss. Some people discover themselves after addiction, after heartbreak, after burnout, after trauma, after rebuilding everything from scratch. That doesn't make their journey less meaningful. In fact, sometimes the people who struggled the most become the strongest because they had to rebuild their confidence from the ground up. And confidence built through survival tends to run deeper than confidence built through approval. So how do we start breaking free from comparison? First, Limit the environments that constantly trigger it. If social media leaves you feeling inadequate every time you open it, take a step back. Not because you're weak, but because your mental peace matters. Second, start measuring progress differently. Instead of asking, am I ahead of them? Ask, am I growing from who I used to be? That's the comparison that actually matters. Third, practice self-compassion. A lot of people think confidence comes from being hard on yourself. But constantly criticizing yourself does not create lasting confidence. It creates exhaustion. And lastly, celebrate other people without abandoning yourself. Someone else's success is not evidence of your failure. You don't have to shrink every time someone else shines. If you've been stuck in comparison lately, I want you to remember this. Your worth is not determined by someone else's timeline. You're not falling behind because your journey looks different. Healing is not linear. Growth is not linear. And confidence is not linear. And maybe confidence isn't becoming the best person in the room. Maybe confidence is finally realizing you don't need to compete with anybody to deserve your place in it. Thank you so much for being here, and if this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who's been feeling behind lately. Because the truth is, they probably need this reminder too. Until next time, keep living like the spiritual gangster I know you are.